Hi everyone, welcome to GCPE. Today we are going to learn about Excel VLOOKUP function. This is one of the powerful functions in Excel that enables you to search for and retrieve specific data within a table or range of data. This function can save a lot of time when you need to find and retrieve information from a large data set. Here is a step-by-step guide on how to perform a VLOOKUP in Excel. So let's get started. Here we are going to look at a simple data set with employee information. Let's have a look at the various columns of this table. First, we have the employee ID in the first column. Then we have the first name, then the last name, the full name, hire date, job ID, and salary in the following column. Now, for instance, your manager has asked you to get salary details of specific employee and the only information you have is the ID. How are you going to do this? In this example, we just have 5 IDs, but imagine you have a data set of 1000 and you want to retrieve the salary details of 100 employees. This can be a very tedious task if you are by any means thinking of doing it manually. This is going to take a lot of time and effort. But don't worry, my friend, we have VLOOKUP. This is super quick and very easy. Let us dive deeper to see how VLOOKUP can do this and how quickly it can do such tasks. So click on the desired cell where you want the salary information. In this case, I want it in this cell. Click on it and start typing equal to sign followed by VLOOKUP. Oh wow, can you see this? Excel has narrowed down what you're looking for in this formula autocomplete feature. Isn't this helpful? Yes. If you notice, it is highlighted in blue. That means that it has been selected, and just clicking on the tab key you can get it inside your formula. Next, we see these arguments. So let's check on the first one. It says lookup value. What is lookup value? So it is the value using which you are going to run your lookup. Here in this example, we have this information in the M6 cell. Next, you type the comma, and please do not forget. Let's go on the next argument, that is the table array. So the question is where you want the function to find the information about the employee ID. And yes, but obviously I want this all information from this particular table. So I go ahead and select this whole table as my table array. Now next argument is call index number. What does this mean? Up till now you have given the function two information. One, the lookup value, that is the employee ID. Then the information where you want the function to search, and that is the table array. But within the table array, which column information are you looking for? In this case, we want the salary information, and in this array, the salary information is in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is the 7th column. So let's type 7 since the salary information is in the 7th column of the array. One more important thing to note is that always remember while using a VLOOKUP function that your table array should always begin with the column that has the lookup value. Here, this example, first column of the selected array should always begin with the employee ID column, because by default the VLOOKUP function will search for the employee ID, that is the lookup value, in the lookup column, and that is the first column of the array. Now let's go to the final argument, which is an optional argument. Here if you see, one says to approximate match, which is the default option, and the other one is the false, that is exact match. We want an exact match of the salary and what is mostly used around 99% of the time, unless if you are required for some financial or tax related lookups. But mostly it is used for exact match. Very few cases you will see that you may require to use approximate match. Also, there is an alternate you can use for this argument. For now, I will show it in the later part of the video. But let's go ahead and select false for now and close the bracket. There you go, you get the salary information of the employee ID 205. Now talking about the alternates, which I mentioned earlier in the video, instead of true and false, we can also use 1 and 0. Yes, it's the same result. Now what about the other rest of the employee IDs? How can you get the information of these? It's simple, copy and paste. You can use Ctrl C to copy and Ctrl V to paste in the following cells. Also, there's another option, that is you can drag and copy as I did. Oh wait, what is this? There's an error. Let's not panic. This is done to explain one more key thing in VLOOKUP function. So this is done on purpose. Got this error here is because of one particular argument in the function, that is the table array. Let me explain. If you see here, the table array is as we had selected, but in the second case, oh, it has moved and again shifted further one row below. The table array is not fixed. How can we fix it and lock it to a specific range? We have a simple step, and you can lock the table array using this step. So in this example, we want to lock the array between B5 to H14. Just select the table array in the function and just type F4. Or in some cases of your keyboard, you will have to use Fn plus F4. What does this do? Visually, it puts a $sign in the address before the column and row. Once you see this, basically the range of the array has been locked. Let's check if this works. Click enter. And then let's drag the formula as we did earlier. Awesome, the error is fixed and you are getting the salary details for each of these 5 employee IDs. And this is how you can perform VLOOKUP in the same sheet. But what if you want to run VLOOKUP in another sheet? This one is similar to what we have done, just with a minor change in the table array. For this example, instead of the salary, let's try to retrieve the full name. As done before, let's begin typing equal to sign in the desired cell, followed by V. And as always, the amazing autocomplete feature gives you all the functions starting with V. Click down arrow, select VLOOKUP, and then click tab. Here we have the first argument, that is the lookup value, and then go to the sheet where you have the data table and you can select the range again. The only difference in the Excel function will automatically take the sheet reference, like here the sheet reference is the sheet name, that is data, followed by an exclamation. Additionally, I would like to share a tip with you that I use when we have data table that keeps growing with addition of new data set. In such case, to make the VLOOKUP dynamic, you can also select the whole column B to H, and you don't have to keep bothering or keep updating the table range again. This will work as fine as the previous one. Next, let's type comma. Next, the column index number. Here we want to have the full name information. And B is the first column in the array. and we want the information from column 4 and we want the exact match. You can also type 0 as this is your choice and it doesn't affect the results. And there you go. You get the full name of the employee ID 206 as soon as we click the enter. But as we drag and copy the function to the following IDs, we get the full names of this IDs too. I have another tip or trick to Excel. Like in this case, if you have many rows like 50 or more, in the right bottom corner, just go there and double click on it and the formula will be copied and pasted right up to the end of the range. And this is how VLOOKUP can be a blessing to look up large data set. We have seen how we can run VLOOKUP in same sheet and also how we can do this in from another sheet. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day and please subscribe for more exciting tutorials.